Now this is what Marcos Llorente's Team of the Season item should have looked like. He has been given an insane looking Festival football card, which could yet get even better if Spain do well in the Euros. Now in this video we're going to try him out as a right back, but we're also going to switch him in game with Reece James and use him as a midfielder as well, just because look at the card. Like, you can't blame me if you wanting to try that in midfield. If you want to improve your ultimate team and need some coins to do so, you should check out my sponsor, IG Vault. There's a link to do so in the description. And if you use the code Kieran, you'll get yourself a nice little discount off your order. So, let's have a look at the card, shall we? High wear crits, 3-star, 3-star. Now, the weak foot and skill moves isn't an issue if you use him as a fullback. But if you want to use him in midfield, obviously that could be a little bit annoying. He's probably one of these players who's absolutely perfect. Well, there's no probably about it. He is one of these players who's absolutely perfect for a right wing back in a 5-back, if that's something that you play. But yeah, we won't be doing that today. Anyway, let's have a look at the stats, and they're pretty mad. Like, his shooting is great. You could definitely use this guy as a striker if you wanted to do so, and yeah, I think you can play him anywhere, to be honest, aside from goalkeeper. Let's go from right to left. Physicals look great. Obviously, perfect stamina. That is fantastic. Strength and aggression also pretty high, which obviously helps him out a lot in those defensive situations. Defending stats also really good, especially the interceptions. An elite 97 rated stat right there. And then we come on to the dribbling, which for most part is very nice. I'm really happy to see the 99 reactions. The ball control looks excellent. The composure and in-game dribbling are great. Agility isn't the best, but he is a player who's 6 foot, so wasn't expecting amazing agility. And also balance, not too great either, but not terrible by any means. Passing is elite. 99 short passing, 97 long passing, 94 vision. That's pretty unreal. And shooting, like I've already touched on for the most part, is very good. Definitely could play the striker role. And then the pace, obviously, is almost perfect, but for that acceleration. But yeah, what a card. Like, this might actually be one of the best cards we've had in Ultimate Team ever, especially if Spain do well in this tournament, because if this card gets an upgrade, like, it gets even better, which is, mad. Like, what about this? Let's just say EA released this card as a centre mid and not a right back. His cost instantly doubles. Like, it just does. So yeah, let's move on to chem style, shall we? So what do we want to put on this card? Look at that, by the way. Just like, this is just a basic chem style. Like, look at all these ratings in every single position. This card, just on paper, looks elite. Now, ultimately, for what we're going to be using him as, I think the engine chem style is going to be the one. If you're going to use him in midfield, the acceleration boost is very nice, the dribbling boost is just great, and the passing is just a little bit helpful. I already think his passing's like really good, to be honest. Probably doesn't need much of a boost, but obviously it comes with the engine chem style. But yeah, what a card. Obviously, if you did want to boost, the defensive chem styles, you could go for Sentinel, and there's Anchor as well, and I can't stop looking at all these ratings. Like, no matter what chem style, I give him, he's got like an elite rating in literally every single position. It's kind of crazy. What chem style would you use? Let me know in the comments. In the Spaniards debut, we match up against this. So I think for the first half we're going to keep him at right back, so he's going to be up against Lozano. But in the second half we're going to bring him into midfield. Well, here's the first touch for Llorente. Let's get him going down the wing up against Cuadrado here. Can we whip in a good ball into the box? It's not the worst one, and it creates a chance for Vasquez and actually ends up being a goal. What a start. A bit of a scrappy goal, but we won't complain. There's a chance as Muro tries to get him behind, but Llorente obviously has the pace to keep up with him and deals with it. Opportunity for Llorente to come forward, waiting for the right run. Dinks it inside to Suarez, who does get him behind nicely. Gonna try coming down this edge now. Llorente warns Barella off. Nice, big interception there from Llorente. Needed that. We are on the rope. Well, unfortunately at the break, we are 3-1 down, and literally our centre-back's just been massively exposed, which is unfortunate. But I actually thought Llorente did a really solid job at right-back in that first half. But he's now going to be moved, so we're going to switch to the 4-1-2-1-2, and this pretty much is going to be our second half lineup. This is where Reece James earns his money as a utility player. Llorente in pursuit of Lozano and does really well to win the ball. Mount finds Llorente on the edge of the box, gets in some space, gets the shot away, sadly just stings the palms of Donnarumma. Nice, tracking back there from Llorente on Kessie. Well, as you can see, we pulled off the comeback in at the end. We had to go on constant pressure to get it, but hell of a comeback. Really, really good second half performance. What's the thoughts on Llorente then, on debut? How did he do at right back compared to centre mid? I actually thought he did a terrific job in both roles, to be honest. I really don't have any complaints. I thought he was excellent as a fullback, and in midfield, like, his high work rates definitely do give him, you know, a bit of an edge on some others. I really, really did like his work rate, and he felt very, very quick as well. It's time to go again, and this time we're up against a pretty insane side. His defence is pretty mad. Corner ball for the opposition then. Whoa, Llorente clears. Oh, nice. Good intercept as well, and now does bring us completely clear. Can we find the right ball? Ah, Coquelin just closed us down well. I maybe should have gone a bit earlier with the pass, to be honest. Oh, I was about to say nice, but just got wiped out as soon as he got away. Llorente showing his pace here. Oh, just as we're about to put in a delicious ball. It's a great tackle by Coquelin, to be fair. You know what, let's give this to Llorente to deliver. He's got some pretty nice set-piece stats. And Suarez almost scores off it, and Reece James does. Well, I'm happy I put him on corners now. Tactical genius. Okay, well, 1-1 at the break. Unfortunately, straight after we scored, we conceded from kickoff, so that wasn't fun. Was through the middle though, once again through the centre-backs, not through Llorente, so no complaints there. Going to make the changes we made in the first game for the second. Llorente is going to come into midfield. This time I'm thinking we use him as a DM instead. Let's see how he does in that role rather than centre mid. We know he was good there. Let's try him as our out-and-out defensive mid. Nice. Instant interception for Marcos. Oh, Llorente just hunting down, and we've got a chance off that now. Oh, we're not going to be able to take it. I should have fake shot there, but good play by Llorente to create the opportunity. Nice intercept there from Llorente. Well positioned. Right place, right time kind of thing. At a distance. Llorente takes off the shot. Forces the save out of Yashin. Oh, go on Llorente. Go on Llorente. Fighting for the badge till the final moment, and we get ourselves a 5-2 win after an excellent second half response. Like, truly excellent. Great tactical genius, Kieran, changing formation, and it just did the trick perfectly. Llorente was really solid in that role as well, just because he's so quick. He just offered such good cover defence, and even when he wasn't making tackles or intercepts, the fact that he's so quick and the fact that we could move him across that back line so much just made him, you know, really good as a shield. Like, the opponent didn't want to go forward because it knew that Llorente was screening. Okay then, what are my thoughts on the Spaniard? I'll say straight away, miles better than the Team of the Season version. It really, really is. I thought he was absolutely brilliant in both the right back and the midfield roles, and he is one of them cards that you can play pretty much wherever you want. Is he going to be as effective in certain roles? Probably not, but can he play them if need be? Absolutely. Really, really good. Any position but goalkeeper, this guy can fill in at. So it's not a case of what's to like about this card, because pretty much everything. It's more of a case of what is there to not like as much about this card. And ultimately there are a couple of things that do hold it back a little bit for me, but for the most part it is an excellent item. So let's go over the things that I had an issue with. First of all, I don't think his heading ability is that great. Not a big issue, obviously, in a game where heading isn't massively important, but still it's worth noting depending on where you are thinking of using him. So because of that, maybe centre back isn't a position you want to put him in, but for a full back his aerial ability is fine. But as I say, for a DM and a centre back, his heading ability, as I say, wasn't the best. Not terrible, might I add, but just not as dominant as some other midfielders. What else wasn't I too keen on? The three-star weak foot, bit of an obvious one, especially if you are playing him in midfield. Not so much an issue at fullback, but I feel like most people will move this card further up the field, and because of that, the weak foot does obviously become a bit annoying. And then the last thing to maybe touch on is the high work rates. Now, I didn't think they were, you know, a bad factor the way I was using him, but depending on what position you use him in, it could be a problem. So yeah, I think them work rates do actually, you know, do quite a good job if you're going to use him as like a box-to-box like I did. But if you want to use him in a different role, obviously they could be a problem, so they are worth mentioning. But other than those three minor things, I think this card is excellent. He was rapid for me. He was really easy to control in regards to his shooting. Great shot power. Definitely could score some goals from distance too. Distribution for me was excellent off that right foot. Shame about the left, like we've already touched on. And the dribbling for someone who is 6 foot tall, I thought was really, really good. Now, obviously, we knew his dribbling was going to be good because of the stats. But when players are like normally like 6 foot or above, the dribbling doesn't feel as good as the stats suggest. Not the case with this guy whatsoever. I thought he felt brilliant on the ball, so I'm really, really happy with that area of his game. Defensively, pleased once more. Really good at intercepts, positioned himself well, and is strong in the tackle. And then finally, physically, obviously we've just mentioned the strength and aggression. Loved that a lot, and the stamina was great too. So all in all, terrific item, and yeah, you can definitely get some use out of this card. I think his best position, to be honest, is that box-to-box DM role in a 2DM formation. But I also think he made for an absolutely terrific fullback as well. So, yeah, you can just play him wherever you need him, essentially. Great card. Really, really good. And obviously, worth mentioning, if Spain do win the Euros, I believe this guy gets 5-star, 5-star. So, along with a big stats boost. So, at that point, potentially could be not just the best card of FIFA 21, could be the best card we've had in Ultimate Team, like for a long, long time. That's a non-icon, so there is potential for that. But will Spain go that far? I don't know. I'm not too confident in Spain winning it, to be honest. I actually think Portugal have got a pretty good chance. I don't know why I think Portugal are going to do it. I really, really don't. But anyway, in the comments below, let me know who you think will win the Euros. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.